Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. Hey everybody, I'm Chris Pirillo, and this is your Geek Out for Wednesday, July 18th, 2012, and yes, I realize my shirt matches the curtains. Oh, sorry, I was just customizing T-Mobile's new Samsung Galaxy S3. Did you spin to win one of these today? You got a chance. The link is in the video's description. And speaking of a link in the video's description, we also have a copy of my first week with T-Mobile's Samsung Galaxy S3. Not just my first week, but the first week of someone else on our Locker Gnome team who has been using the Samsung Galaxy S3. And it's definitely worth the read. One person's perspective may change your perspective on any device, any service out there. One of my favorite features, by the way, of the Samsung Galaxy S3 is how you take a screenshot. You take the side of your hand and you brush it across the screen. Did you see that and hear it? I just took a screenshot. kind of cool. I don't know, I just like that kind of thing. It's fun and functional. MightyText. Send text from your PC through your Android phone. Now, I know what you're thinking. You seem to be covering a lot about Android lately. Well, more and more people are using Android. It makes sense to cover. I mean, we are an equal opportunity information provider. Not just information, insight. We want to be able to help you, whatever platform you decide to use, whatever you decide to do with life. We just want to be there for you. And MightyText is a great conduit to allow you to better connect your Android life with a life that's connected on, let's say, other computers around you. I like having my text messages anywhere, not just on one device or another, but anywhere. MightyText may help. P.S. Waverley, the world's last seagoing paddle steamer. Technology's been around for a lot longer than we've had these pocket computers, I tell you that. And it's nice to know that some old technology still works. I mean, it's just a testament to good engineering. How to set up a video streaming system for less than $450. In fact, I challenge you to read our how-to guide and figure out a way to do it just as well for half as much. I bet you can't do it. Go ahead. I dare you. $450. It's relatively affordable if that's what you want to do. Video isn't cheap if you want to do it well. But if you can come up with a way of saving half of that, I'm interested. Let me know. You let me know by leaving a comment on the post so that other people can find out. It's a good thing. Looks like we've also posted a review of a MiFi unit available in the UK. And I've carried these around before, and it's been nice, although I really am trying to get to the point where I have to carry fewer devices around, unlike Steve Wozniak's backpack, as you've probably seen pictures posted of online in recent days. I'm a slim and trim traveler, but I'm going to go with whatever connection I can go with that's going to give me the fastest speeds, especially when it comes to uploading. Remember when I talked about Wondershare's PDF Editor a few weeks back? Well, guess what? We're giving away a few licenses. 3 for your Windows users and 3 for OS X users. And to qualify, well, all you have to do is take a look at the threads that I started on both Facebook and Google+. I teased it on Twitter, too, so don't say, I didn't follow you there. You can follow me everywhere because I'll let you know no matter how you're plugged into me. Which is kind of disgusting if you think about it. I mean, I would never want anybody directly plugged into me. But I posted a video review of the software and gave you details on how you might get a license for the software too. Yes, the links, of course, are in this video's description. Windows 8 will be available on October 26th, 2012. That will be a fun day for Geek Out. I'll probably be upgrading some of my PCs, maybe not all of them, to Windows 8. I'm kind of chomping at the bit. I don't think that it's going to be, let's say, something that people will be waiting outside stores like they did for Windows 95, and that was the last large Windows launch I can remember, and that was exciting. I remember those days fondly. Certainly, I think people are very excited for Windows 8. I'm excited about it. It'll be a good upgrade for people who are running Windows 7, and certainly should play well for those of you with fantastic touchscreen hardware. Those of you with mediocre touchscreen hardware may want to upgrade. I mean, upgrade the hardware, not the software. The hardware is really your bottleneck at that point if the touchscreen kind of sucks. Oh, snap! Apple must publish notice Samsung didn't copy the iPad in the UK. Oh, dude. So Apple basically has to put on their website, no, Samsung did not copy the iPad. So they're basically having to give advertising directly to Samsung in the UK. Ouch. I don't think that's going to stop Apple from doing what it's doing. I don't think it's going to stop Samsung from doing what it's doing. But if anything, I think Apple's not going to like Samsung any more than they've liked them in the past. And that's kind of dangerous because Apple relies on Samsung for its products. So Samsung makes money from Apple. Apple might want to start cutting Samsung out of that picture. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if that was happening. Tread lightly when it comes to working with companies that have mutually assured destructions. Dell gives Linux laptops another chance. We've got a bold prediction from Eddie Ringel, one of our regular contributors on Locker Gnome. He believes that Linux is going to finally take off in 6 months. That's his words, not mine. It might happen. Ubuntu's doing pretty well. Maybe Dell will give Linux a huge shot in the arm that it's needed, but, I've been hearing that argument for about a decade now. So you have to pardon if I'm a little incredulous when it comes to believing what someone says. I mean, yeah, Linux is a great platform. We've talked about it before. We've written articles. We've done videos on it before. I don't hate Linux. I don't think you can. How can you hate Linux? I mean, hating Linux is like hating kittens or puppies or clouds. And you know what? I hope I'm wrong. WikiLeaks opens path through banking siege. Donations open. Whew. Yeah, it would be awfully interesting if WikiLeaks leaked information about the banking cartels and the central banks and how the companies that are using you to just siphon money away and keep you locked into credit cycles where you don't even own your life anymore. I'm guessing that if anybody had knowledge, absolute knowledge, definitive knowledge on those scandals, it would probably be WikiLeaks. So I don't know, if I was a credit card company, I probably wouldn't do too much to piss them off. YouTube announces face blurring feature. Well, it's about time. So does that mean that you no longer have to stare at me and you can listen to me? Now they just need the auto mute. Oh, you can mute the video. You can just watch me gesticulating wildly. Wouldn't I look better with a blurry face? I bet you my videos would get more traction if my face was blurred out and no one knew what I looked like in real life. Of course, it's too late now, but yeah. They're actually doing it to protect anonymous protesters, specifically in countries that have very, very, very corrupt regimes that the citizens of those countries are trying to topple. Visually launches social network for data visualization. Oh, great. Just what we needed. Another infographic. Here's my infographic on the state of invisibility technology. On LockerGnome.net, DJ Scooby Doo asks, how many devices do you have on the internet usually? All of them. Always. What is your favorite Twitter client? Asks Callum Lord. I think, and this just happened like a half hour before I started recording this video, TweetDeck for Google Chrome. They just updated it today, as a matter of fact. And so I took a look, and it runs fast, lean, mean, and clean. And of course, it's free. And I usually have Google Chrome open anyway. So take a look at TweetDeck for Google Chrome. As of today, install the extension. Take a look. I think it's quickly become my favorite Twitter client, at least on the desktop. Justin Thompsony asks, what's your opinion about iPhone app development? App developers are usually doing it to make money, right? There are some communists out there, and I'm not saying that if you're not trying to make money, you're a communist. It's just that you want to get paid for your work. And sometimes they'll release an app for free, and it's supported by ads. Sometimes they release it for free, and they just get it out there to get their name out there, to get hired for gigs through which they can actually make money. No one does too much for free. Too much. I do a lot of stuff for free. I do this for free. This is free. It's not really costing you anything. We offset a lot of our efforts, our free efforts to you, with sponsorship and advertising, and it works out well. And of course, there are some app developers who make money with their applications through selling the applications directly. And it seems that Apple, at least the iTunes App Store, or whatever Apple's calling their universe, is the place to be right now to make money with app development, so long as it's a good app and you can find an audience. Not to say that people don't spend money on Android apps, because they do. It's just been seen by many studies that most Android users just want to get everything for free. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not. I'm just saying that if you want to make money with an app, you got to go with wherever users are spending money. That is just economic sense. Or You get paid to develop an app for somebody else on any particular platform they want the app developed for. But the bottom line is, you got to make money. You got to do it somehow. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck at home, like me, talking to a camera on YouTube. YouTube user The Traveler 327 writes, "Do you think Siri is really all that good for the money you pay for it?" No, I never thought it was all that good. I like Google now, but it's just a gimmick to me. I mean, it works, and it works well for what it does. Siri or Google Now or any one of those voice software technology things. I'm not the market for that particular product. I don't know. You guys may have a different opinion on Siri. Got any more questions? Ask them. Seriously, ask them. Take just 5 seconds. Ask a question. No, not in the description. You click links in the description. You ask the question in the comment little box. Looks kind of like that, only less fleshy. Oops, I think YouTube's running out of space. We'll see you later. I'm on a boat! I'm on a TweetDeck for Google Chrome. They just uploaded...